What's good, Raider Nation? Buckle up because the Las Vegas Raiders just dropped a bombshell that's got the NFL world buzzing. We're diving into the shocking release of defensive tackle Christian Wilkins, a move that sent shockwaves through the silver and black faithful. On July 24th, 2025, the Raiders cut ties with their $110 million star after just one season, voiding $35.2 million in guaranteed money. Was it really about a foot injury? Or is there more to this wild story? Let's unpack the drama and what it means for our Raiders in 2025. The vibes at the Intermountain Health Performance Center are intense as training camp kicks in high gear. But this Wilkins news has stolen the spotlight. Signed to be a cornerstone of our defensive line alongside Max Crosby, Wilkins' exit has fans asking, what went wrong? From a reported rehab dispute to whispers of a locker room incident, the plot thickens. Why would a team let go of a proven talent like Wilkins, who had 9 sacks in 2023 with Miami? Stick with me, Raider Nation, as we break down every angle of this saga. This isn't just about one player. It's about the culture Coach Pete Carroll and GM John Spytek are building in Las Vegas. The Raiders are all in on a commitment to excellence, and this move sends a message. But at what cost? We're talking about a guy who racked up 372 career tackles and 22.5 sacks. So, what's the real story behind the split, and how do we move forward? Drop a comment below. Are you shocked by the Wilkins release? Or is this the fresh start we need? Let's dive into the heart of this, Raider Nation, because this is one of the wildest stories of the offseason. Stay locked in for the full breakdown, and let's get that silver and black energy flowing. The Las Vegas Raiders' decision to release Christian Wilkins on July 24th, 2025, hit like a blindside sack. After signing a 4-year, $110 million deal in March 2024 with $84.75 million guaranteed, Wilkins was supposed to be the anchor of our defensive line. But after just 5 games last season, a Jones fracture in his left foot sidelined him. And now, the Raiders say there's no clear path for his return. Coach Pete Carroll, speaking on July 25th, said, "We took a long time to make our decision. There was no clear path to his return, so we had to move on." That's a bold move for a player who was dancing in the weight room just days before camp. The core issue? A heated dispute over Wilkins' rehab. After surgery for his Jones fracture in October 2024, the Raiders believed he needed another procedure to get back to full strength. Wilkins, however, resisted, opting for alternative rehab methods. By June 4th, the team voided $35.2 million in guaranteed money, citing failure to maintain his physical condition to play. Wilkins and the NFLPA fired back, filing a non-injury grievance on July 24th to fight for that cash. This isn't just about football. It's a legal battle that could set a precedent for player autonomy. What do you think, Raider Nation? Is Wilkins right to stand his ground, or should he have followed the team's plan? Now, let's address the elephant in the room, the so-called playful kiss incident. ESPN's Adam Schefter reported on July 28th that Wilkins, in a joking moment, kissed a teammate on the head, and the teammate took offense. Sources called it a weird incident, but details are murky, and the Raiders haven't confirmed it. Other reports, like one from NBC Sports, hint at a teammate issue, but stress it's not fully substantiated. Could this have tipped the scales? Maybe, but the rehab dispute seems to be the real driver. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you buy the locker room drama angle, or is this just noise? This release leaves a massive hole in our defensive line, but it's also a statement from Carroll and Spytek. If you're not all in, you're out. The Raiders are betting on youth and culture over a big-name star, but can they fill the void? Let's roll in the next scene to see how this shakes up our roster. Raider Nation, let's talk about the fallout from the Christian Wilkins release. This wasn't just a roster move. It's a culture-defining moment for the Las Vegas Raiders. Coach Pete Carroll and GM John Spytek are drawing a line in the sand. No one's bigger than the team. Wilkins, with his 17 tackles and 2 sacks in 5 games last season, was meant to pair with Max Crosby to terrorize AFC West offenses. But injuries to Crosby, Malcolm Kuntz, and Wilkins derailed that dream in 2024, and now the Raiders are hitting reset. Carroll said it best. We have extremely high expectations. You're either going for it or you're not. Are you feeling that silver and black intensity? The defensive line is now a battleground for opportunity. Adam Butler, who stepped up last season, is locked in as a starter, and free agent signee Leki Fodu is likely to slide in beside him. But don't sleep on the young guns. Fourth-round rookie Tonka Hemingway and sixth-rounder J.J. Pege are getting first-team reps, and Carroll's hyped about their potential. Tyree Wilson, the 2023 first-round pick, is also shifting inside to add versatility. Crosby's already mentoring guys like Jonah Laulu, saying Jonah's got that dog in him. Who's your pick to step up, Raider Nation? Drop it in the comments. The financial side is messy. Releasing Wilkins means a $17.925 million cap hit in 2025 and a whopping $55.025 million in 2026. But voiding his $35.2 million in guarantees saves the Raiders from paying for a player not on the field. Wilkins, who already pocketed $49.7 million for 5 games, is now a free agent. But his foot's health is a question mark. If he wins his grievance, the Raiders could be on the hook for more. This move screams risk, but also commitment to a new vision. What's your take? Is this a genius culture play or a costly mistake? One thing's clear. The Raiders are all about accountability in 2025. The incident with a teammate, whether it's the Kiss story or something else, feels like a footnote compared to the rehab saga. But it's got fans talking, and Carroll's not backing down. Let's shift gears and see how the rest of the roster is shaping up in camp. All right, Raider Nation, let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. The Wilkins release is a wake-up call, but the Las Vegas Raiders are still loaded with talent and hunger. Training camp at the Intermountain Health Performance Center is buzzing, with Coach Pete Carroll's energy at an all-time high. At 73, he's out there lifting weights, talking trash, and firing up the squad like he's 30. Max Crosby, fresh off a 12.5 sack season despite his own injuries, is stepping up as a vocal leader, saying, "I'm pushing myself as hard as I push my teammates." That's the culture we're building, silver and black pride, baby. On offense, Geno Smith is locked in as QB1, and his chemistry with Jacoby Myers is looking lethal. Myers, coming off a 1,000-yard season, was snagging deep balls in practice, while rookie tight in Brock Bowers and wideout Donnie Thornton Jr. are turning heads. The offensive line, led by Colton Miller, is gelling, and first-round pick Ashton Jeanty could be a game-changer at running back. With Carroll's always compete mantra, the offense is poised to take a big step in 2025. Who's your breakout star on offense, Raider Nation? Let me know below. The defense, even without Wilkins, is stacked with potential. Isaiah Polamau's bringing that safety swagger, talking about flying around and setting the tone. The linebacker trio of Landon Roberts, Devin White, and Jermaine Pratt, who's back after a minor hamstring tweak, could be a nightmare for QBs. But the AFC West is brutal. Mahomes, Herbert, and Burrow are waiting. Can our revamped defense hold up? Carroll's banking on youth and hunger, but what do you think? Drop your predictions in the comments. This is a pivotal moment for the Raiders. The Wilkins saga, whether it's about rehab or a locker room dust-up, shows this team's not messing around. Carroll and Spytek are building a squad that's all in, and training camp is where it starts. Let's keep the faith, Raider Nation, because the silver and black are coming for it all. Raider Nation, we're at a crossroads, but the Las Vegas Raiders are charging forward with purpose. The Wilkins release, announced just before training camp's first practice on July 24th, 2025, was a gut punch, but it's opened the door for new blood. The Raiders didn't waste time, claiming veteran DT Keandre Coburn off waivers from the Titans on July 25th. Coburn's got 14 tackles from 2024 and brings depth, but he's no Wilkins. Carroll's hyping the wide-open competition, saying, "We're giving guys a chance to prove themselves." Who's ready to seize this moment, Raider Nation? The bigger story is the culture shift. Carroll, with his Super Bowl pedigree, is instilling a no-nonsense vibe. He's got players like Crosby and Polamau buying in, with Crosby saying, "Coach Carroll's been with legends like Marshawn Lynch and Richard Sherman. I'm soaking up everything." The Raiders are also leaning on their 11-player 2025 draft class, with guys like Jeanty, Hemingway, and Pege ready to make an impact. Is this the year our young talent breaks out? Drop your favorite rookie in the comments. That playful kiss story? It's juicy, but without confirmation, it feels like locker room gossip. The real issue was Wilkins' rehab stance, which clashed with the team's vision. The NFLPA's grievance will play out, but for now, Wilkins is a free agent, and the Raiders are moving on. The cap hits hurt, but Spytek's draft-heavy approach signals a long-term rebuild. What's your vibe on this new direction? Are we building a contender or taking a step back? Raider Nation, this is our time to rally. The 2025 season is around the corner, with the preseason opener against the Seahawks in August. Smash that like button if you're hyped for the silver and black. Drop a comment with your bold predictions, and subscribe for more Las Vegas Raiders news and updates. Share this video with your fellow fans, because we're building something special in Vegas. Let's keep that Raider pride alive. Just win, baby.